Yo, what's up guys? So Anime Crusaders just dropped their Halloween update part 2. And I literally just got off stream, but I'll guide you through how to macro the new raid mode on hard difficulty. Without any further delay, let's get into it. Alright, sorry if it sounds a bit dead, but it's literally 6 AM right now. Anime Crusaders literally delay their update all the time, so it is what it is. But anyways, the units I recommend or actually need, the must-have unit is Uses Goddess, because if you can see, if you look at passive, it gives 10% to 60% damage buff on magic type units, which is absolutely insane. And that's she's only legend unit, and she's really cheap to place, but she's really expensive to upgrade. And you can also use Mr. Champion right here. He's the same, but he buffs physical type, so it depends on unit you're gonna bring. You wanna bring the according buff unit. And for the DPS unit, I highly recommend Golden Spirit and King. You can also use Broly. He's definitely like way easier to clear. You're gonna clear faster if you have Broly. But if you don't, you can just bring Golden Spirit and King. Or if you don't have King, you should definitely have Golden Spirit. It's really easy to get. If you don't have King, you can go and get other units. You can use the new Go-Sun. He's pretty good, I think. For light units, if you don't have anything, you can also use Tanjiro, use Fat Heyman. They all works. But the only problem is that they're physical. So if they're physical, you have to bring Mr. Champion rather than Goddess. But if you bring Hitman, you cannot use him with Golden Spirit together, because the Mr. Champion only buff physical and Goddess only buff magical. So make sure the DPS unit you bring are rather only magical or only physical. You can tell if it's physical by looking at the red X or the blue flame icon. Blue flame icon is magical, red X is physical. And if you wonder where to get the new units, the Uses Goddess and the Mr. Champion, you get them from the banner. Literally, just go to the standard banner and turn off auto star legendary. You get them from the banner. And also for the other must-have units, is of course bring 2 farms. You must bring 2 farms, otherwise this macro won't work. Also bring idol. You don't have to bring idol, but idol does make your units do more damage and stuff and cost less. So bring her if you want. You can also bring Thunder DPS if you don't do another DPS. Don't do enough DPS. Oh my god, I can't talk anymore. Or you can bring Kurumi instead of idol so she can freeze, but she's really not needed for this macro. Doesn't really matter. Just bring whoever we want for the last unit. Okay, that's it for the unit setup. So for the macro tool we're going to use today, it's called Informer Task. You can also use Tiny Task. The steps are exactly the same, but I prefer Informer Task because Informer Tasks are way more stable and they're way more smooth. I'll put the link in the description down below for both links for where to download it. Alright, if for some reason you still don't know where the raid is, it's just in this, literally go to the raid and then come to Tokyo Empire. I'll choose hard mode. Okay, so once you join the game, make sure you have auto start game off and auto skip waves on. These are the only 2 settings to put. Now you want to walk to the back. Make sure you stand at the back and stand somewhere around here and zoom in fully out. And now you want to click on F to open the unit manager. Make sure you are fully, I don't even know how to say this, but make sure your angle is like this and fully zoomed out. Otherwise your macro might break. And now if you're using Tiny Task, just click on record. If you're using Informer Task, just follow what I do. The process are exactly the same, so don't worry. Now we want to click on record. Now click on yes, just in case if you disconnect or something. Now we place on our farm. Make sure you're placing down the farm in the exact order that I am placing in. The reason why is because the auto upgrade is kind of weird. It will just only auto upgrade units that is first in the slot. That's why we want to place them in this order. If you place 3 speed cut first and place down what's it called, Lloyd last, then your Lloyd is gonna get upgraded last and then you're gonna get less money. That's why you wanna put down Lloyd third, then put the speed card at last. But anyways, for now, just wait until your farm units are maxed out. This is definitely gonna take a while. I really wish they add 2x speed. That would be great, but I don't think they will add anytime soon. Also guys, I'll be streaming Meme Defense Early Access today, so hope you guys tune in. Yeah, by the time your units are half done, the units should walk here, don't worry. Your units will walk to, no, your enemies will walk to here, then you start placing on your DPS units. Okay, our thing is done. We're gonna start placing on our DPS. We're gonna place on Golden Spirit first, of course. Wait a bit, wait for money. Okay, put this unit down. Put this down as well. Okay, now we're gonna auto upgrade our idol for more damage. Now you want to also upgrade all your Golden Spirit and wait for those 2 to get maxed out. Along the way, you can also place down your Uses Aqua. Actually, place on users Aqua first, then also upgrade your Golden Spirit, because that's already 10% more damage, which is quite decent. But the more you upgrade her, the more buff you get. If you upgrade to max, she becomes 60% more damage buff on magical units. Alright, so once all your DPS units are upgraded, you want to start also upgrading your user's Goddess, so she can give you 60% more damage buff. You will see your damage on your units skyrocket. Okay, once your user's Goddess is upgraded, you want to start placing your second DPS, which for me in this case is going to be King. I just place them here because, as you can see, it just reached this horse circle. Doesn't really matter though. Place them wherever you want as long as they reach the enemies. Now, of course, you want to start also upgrading them as well. By the end of wave 25, they should be around on second last upgrade. Unless you're using other units, then I don't know. But I did hear that Broly is better than King at this for macros. So if you have Broly, it's good for you, but I don't have Broly. It's way too hard to get. Okay, so when you reach level, wave 25, you can delete your, you can sell your speed card for more money, so you can use upgrade even more. Of course, the more damage you have on them, the faster you clear. I think that's pretty clear. Also, make sure you don't move at all, otherwise it'll break the macro. Also, I noticed that my cosmetic is actually making my character move around a little bit. So if you have cosmetic that does that, make sure you turn it off. Otherwise, it might mess up your macro by a little bit. Sometimes if your units are placed a bit off than where you want them to place, they're not going to place. So make sure you have cosmetic turned off if they're moving. And I haven't tried if you can place your units at the front. Let me know in the comments if you know if you can place your units at the front if you're doing hard mode with my loadout. I would love to know. That would actually make the macros so much faster. Okay, so the bosses just arrived. You can see how fast we're melting a boss with just 2 mythic units. And they have no trace on them or whatsoever. But their stats on SSS. But I think it doesn't really matter. If you have better stats on them, you just do it faster. If you have A stats, you can do it slower, that's it. But you can still complete it, no problem. It's really easy. Yeah, he's definitely getting bullied and melted, bro. Oh, someone's got Shiny Crusader Dracula. That is insane. That is absolutely insane. Holy luck, bro. Okay, we are done. Now, make sure don't click on replay right after you finish, because this might lag. And sometimes maybe your unit killed the boss faster. You might complete faster, blah, blah, blah. But anyways, do not click on replay yet. Wait like extra 10 to 15 seconds. This is also better for your macro, just in case it doesn't break. Okay, now we're waiting enough time. We click on replay. Spam click on replay. Wait, click on replay until you see the yes button start up. And wait for another extra 5 to 10 seconds, just in case if you lag or you disconnect. So whatever the reason why the start game doesn't pop up, this will solve the problem. Okay, now we're gonna click on stop. That's it. For tiny tasks, you have your own keybinds. I'm not sure. I'm sure you can figure out yourself. It's pretty easy. And for informer tasks, you just click on Control and L to start playing. So you can see I'm not touching my mouse anymore. It's completely doing the whole thing by itself. I won't show you the whole process. I just want to prove to you this actually works. You can see in the left bottom corner, it says all the process. Of course, you can also put in the for the informer task. You can also put in the webhook. So every time you complete something, it will send you to Discord. It will tell you completed. Which is another reason why it's much better than tiny task. Yeah, to pause it, just press F2. Sometimes it doesn't work. I don't know why. Press Ctrl to completely stop it. But yeah, that's it. That's it for the Alright guys, this is for the macro guide for the raid. I'll also be making another category macro guide right after this, so go check that out as well. It should be uploaded within an hour or two. Thank you for watching. If you want to be part of the community, join my Discord server. I'll put all the links I mentioned in this video down below in the description.